My Telegram channel has a lot of interesting stories. Link in the description.
You stumble upon job postings on those shady forums that ain't indexed by Google or whatever. Need a dude with language skills and nerves of steel. Requirements: English, Spanish, basic Russian. Experience with content, ready for night shifts, payment in Bitcoin. You apply, cause you're 23 and straight up unemployed. That linguistics degree ain't feeding you, freelance gigs dried up ages ago. You get a link to a test task. 20 screenshots. Gotta sort them into categories. Time limit, 1 hour. You nail it in 40 minutes. Doesn't make you puke, you just grind fast and don't ask dumb questions. That's the kind of vibe they dig. A day later, second test drops. Videos this time. Describe the content, note the language, rough location, ages of the peeps involved. You realize this ain't just skill check, it's testing your breaking point. They wanna see where you crack. You ain't cracking yet. Third day, they hook you up with panel access. Interface looks like some email client. Queue on the left, action buttons on the right, approve, reject, escalate, archive. For buttons deciding the fate of the content. You smash them hundreds of times per shift. Pure grind. They lay out the rules, the site slinging everything except kiddie stuff and hit jobs. That's the official policy. All else is fair game. You mod disputes between sellers and buyers. Someone didn't get their package, someone got the wrong strain. Standard beefs. Sometimes product pics pop up. You see bags of powder, blister packs, crystals. Doesn't faze you, it's just stats. First week, you're pulling 12-hour shifts. Pays based on volume processed. More tickets closed, bigger bag. You start recognizing regulars by their writing style. Everyone's got their own flavor. Sellers are usually smoother than buyers. Admin hits you up once a day. Short messages, stats, notes, rare props. No face, no name. You work from rented pads. Laptop, VPN, Tor, coffee. Blinds drawn 24/7. You don't step outside for 3 days straight. After a month, they bump you to a tougher gig. Now you're modding the content itself, vetting new listings. Gotta confirm the items in the right category, pics are legit, description doesn't break house rules. Rules are straightforward, no CP, no assassination services, no cop data. Everything else is kosher. You scroll through hundreds of ads a day, drugs, guns, fake docs, stolen data, hacked server access. Sometimes shit you can't even categorize. Then you hit escalate, and some higher-up handles it. You don't know who those bosses are. Don't know how many of y'all there are. Don't know where the server's physically at. Pay comes through steady. Every Friday, transfer hits the wallet. You learn to cash out Bitcoin. That's a whole skill set. You upgrade to a better crib, snag a second monitor, DoorDash your meals. Life gets comfy and locked down. You ghost old friends, ain't got squat to tell them. Can't explain the gig. Easier to dip. After 3 months, you get escalation access. Now you're the one deciding the borderline cases for lower mods. You see all the crap they couldn't handle. Gray area stuff, content that skirts the site's edges. That's when the real work kicks in. You gotta decide what's cool and what's not. Guidelines are fuzzy. You basically become the guideline. One day, organ sale ad pops up. Pic of a kidney in an ice container, priced in BTC, location Asia. You dunno if it's real or a Fed setup. Can't verify. Hit reject. Hour later, it respawns under a different account. You reject again. This cat and mouse lasts 3 days. Then it ghosts. You got no clue what went down. Seller bounced to another site? Sold the goods? Got pinched? No intel. You get used to the unknown. It's part of the hustle. You make calls with zero feedback. Never see the fallout. Sometimes you ponder the buyers. Who are these clowns ordering kilos of meth? Where's it all heading? You stop thinking that crap. It kills productivity. Just stare at the screen, categorize, click buttons. Autopilot saves your ass. 6 months in, the site hits the news. Big international bust. Arrests in Europe. You read the article, no shock. Journos rant about dark web horrors. You smirk. They saw like 1%. They ain't sat in mod panel for 12 hours straight. Site doesn't shut down, the busts were just buyers. Core infra stays up. Admin drops, business as usual. You keep grinding. They up your pay. Now you get a cut of the turnover. That's real stacks by any measure. You cop a car with cash. Don't drive it much. It chills in underground parking. Symbol of bowling. You start sipping a bit, but regular. Bottle of wine at night helps, sometimes whiskey. Knocks you out dreamless. Dreams became a problem. You see work screenshots in sleep, faces, bodies, packaged goods. All mashed up. Wake at 4 a.m., no chance of crashing again. You flip to night shifts, sleep days. Schedule inverted. Convenient. Neighbors think you're a remote dev. You don't correct, Technically close enough. You work on a comp good enough. 8 months in, you get admin access. Now you can ban users, freeze accounts, snoop convos. You peep the system's guts. Impressive AF, escrow, ratings, arbitration. Full shadow economy. You realize the sites are caught with hierarchy, rules, KPIs. Difference is the product and no jurisdiction. You read seller admin chats. Logistics, marketing, competitors, straight biz lingo. Sometimes you flag chats for upstairs. Susan Cop collab, that's heavy here. You don't know what happens to suspects. Accounts vanish. What happens to the peeps? Not your lane. One day you find a chat discussing you. Your efficiency, reliability, loyalty. They are rating you from above. You're a key asset. No surprise. You treat users the same, metrics, categories. Peeps stopped being peeps long ago. A year in, first major drama. Site gets content breaking the big rule. Kiddie related. You spot it in escalation queue. 3 seconds enough to clock it. Smash the red button. Seller's account locked insta. Data shipped to sealed archive. What next? You don't wanna know. You don't sleep for 2 days after. Not from what you saw. From wondering how much slipped past before. How much you missed. You start vetting harder. Productivity tanks. Admin messages, watch your stats. You get it, they care about volume, not depth. You rough filter, not detective. You let the flow pass. Back to old rhythm, quick, shallow, efficient. Only way to survive. Depth eats you inside. 14 months, sites taken down. Coordinated op, FBI, Europol, locals. You read the news. For admins arrested worldwide. Pics in press. You don't recognize any faces. Glad. They ain't hunting you. You were small fry. Mods are disposable. Not even mentioned in court docs. You wipe everything. Dismantle the work laptop, trash parts separately. HDD dissolved in acid. Switch cribs. New hood, new neighbors. Tell them you were remote translator. Kinda true. You got savings. Enough for a year off or more. No clue what to do with time. Used to 12-hour grinds. Try normal jobs, translations, copywriting, game location. All feels pointless. Too slow, too boring. You're ruined for normie life. Regular pace ain't for you. Addicted to decision adrenaline and click wait. 3 months later, message drops. New address, new site, Same job ad vibe. Need content mod vet. You know you shouldn't reply. Know how it ends. Know next time might be last. But you hit send. New site's bigger, way more organized. More categories, sellers, turnover. Progress don't stop. They slot you high up. Your EXP is gold. You know protocols, red flags, how not to burn out quick. You train noobs. Write guides, checklists. Shape rules for other mods. See their early texts, hesitation, questions, boundary probing. You were like that eons ago. Reply short and sharp. Don't explain, do. Don't think, classify. Don't remember, forget. 3 survival rules. Noobs burn out in 2 to 3 months. Steady turnover. You gotta recruit replacements constant. Part of your gig. Now you post ads on those same forums where you found your first. Circle closes. You run candidate tests. Same screenshots, videos. Watch reactions, pick those who don't freak too hard. Sometimes 0 reaction, bad sign. Need balance. Enough sensitivity to spot violations. You learn to read peeps by text, speed, phrasing, errors. Only contact. No faces. Second year roles. Still on the site. Position solid. You know more than most. Makes you valuable. Makes you a threat. You get you know too much. Can't just bounce. Too deep. Start documenting, screenshots, logs, account names. Insurance you'll prob never use. Stash in encrypted drive on USB. Password in head only. If shit hits, something to bargain. That's what you tell yourself. Really, illusion of control. If they want you gone, you're gone. Docs won't save jack. But illusion helps cope. You quit booze. Messes with work. Start running instead. 5K every morning. Body in shape. For what? Unclear. No future plans. Live shift to shift. Each day another you ain't pinched. Becomes your time unit. After 2.5 years, site restructures. Full decentralization. No single server. Network of global nodes. Your job shifts. Now cord mods across nodes. Middle manager in crime org. You chuckle. Darknet career ladder. Could put, managed distributed team of 12, on resume. No, M by nicks only. They know you same. No real names, unbreakable rule. One mod ghost sudden. Week offline. No idea, arrest, dead, quit. 0 info. Replace in 3 days. Newbie slots in. Old one erased. That's the game. Peeps are functions. You're a function. Crystal clear. If you dip, replaced fast. Your EXP matters, but ain't unique. Nobody is. 3rd year. Still grinding. Mastered no future gaze. Eternal now. Almost zen. Seen so much content, you don't see it real. Eyes scan, brain sorts, hands click. Void in between. Sometimes recall pre-this world, office gigs, buds, life plans. Feels like another story, ancient. No regrets. Regrets luxury you can't afford. Made the choice. Remake it daily. Built rituals, morning run, shower, coffee, shift. Post-shift, chow, silent series, crash. Repeat. Structure floats you. Don't remember last voice chat? All text. Forget your own voice sound. Mornings, try talking aloud solo, to check. Sounds alien. Quick. Team runs smooth. Metrics up, admins happy. They bump your cut. Stacks pile in wallet, no purpose. Got essentials, pad, gear, grub. Desires died year 2. Sometimes think bounce, buy house in warm spot, vanish. But no, you can't flee yourself. Screen tags along. After 3.2 years, data leak. Someone dumps user DB. Journos, forums, chaos. You scan news. Your nick absent. Admin account separate. Luck or system win? Site ghosts 2 weeks, new addresses, rebuild infra. You wait. Longest 2 weeks in years. No work, no clue what to do. Step out daytime, sun blinds. Peeps live normie lives. You feel ghosted. Site reboots, grind resumes. Sit at screen, relieved. Only spot with rules you get, roll clear. 4th year. One of oldest staff. Most starters long gone. Some quit, some forced. Trained dozens. Most out. Constant churn. You stay. Became infra yourself. Admin messages rare, you know your shit. No need guides. You guide others. Weird flex. One night, realize you blank on real name. Not instant. Nick feels homier than passport. Pull passport from drawer, stare pic and name. That you? Was you. Now function set and nick. Big difference in system. Stash it back. Useless. No travel, no borders crossed, physical ones. Digital daily, every shift. Ponder site shut down. No new one spawns. Always. Demand breeds supply. You'll be needed. Skills universal, content sort, people manage, pressure work. Valued anywhere. Even here. You power down screen early, hit balcony. City below vibes. Lights, rides, peeps. Nobody knows you exist. Don't know you decide what content stays online. Invisible to all. Shield, curse, fact of life. Stare lights, tally how many buyers, how many hit the site. Stats say more than you think. Back to screen. Queue don't wait. Tickets stack. Beef on product quality, refund demands. Grind. Click approve, reject, escalate, archive. For answers for any query. Enough. Always was. You kick off shift not with dawn, but feed refresh, screen glows colder than morning out window. No faces, tags, metrics. Your job, decide what stays, what ghosts later. Scroll after scroll, world sans pause, smell, sound, context. You see more than a human should, feel less than yesterday. Delete, hide, pass, save, decision in sex. Amid noise and void. I erase what can't be named. World flows through my eyes, I learn to watch. Cold precise filter, no emotions, no sleep right. If frame missed, I slipped. At first tried remembering pixel lives behind, but memory slows grind. Then learn see form only, no meaning. Paid for speed, stability, no shakes. But no pay for what sticks inside. Shift rolls, eyes burn, cursor steady. I filter noise and dark. Click not for others. World through my hands. I quiet down. Invisible watcher filter. Guard others' limits. If gone today, I did it. Sometimes screen blanks, silence louder than feed. Stare palms, think erase easier than forget. I filter chaos and light. But light barely reaches. I craft order for others, inside darkens filters. If system unplugs one day, gotta learn see sans it meaning, screen dims. But noise lingers. Heh. Did you like this story? If the fate of Darknet content moderator touched your heart, give it a like. That's the best thank you for all my efforts.
My Telegram channel has a lot of interesting stories. Link in the description.